Hello, this is David Pencek, Communications Manager for Schlow Library, and I'm joined today by Lakshman Yapa, father of Sunil Yapa, author of Your Heart is a Muscle the Size of a Fist, which is this year's Center County Reads selection. And Sunil will be coming March 21st. And I thought before his visit, we would talk to Lakshman about Sunil and the book and get some perspective from his father. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I guess first of all, what did you think of the book? How did you like it, or what
Well,
was your
obviously,
mission?
my son's book, I loved it
Mhm.
because it touches upon a lot of the themes we talked about when he was growing up. Yeah.
Mm. Did he give you an advance copy to maybe say look over, or hey, do you have any insight into this, or was this the first time you saw it was when
No,
it
I,
came in?
I did see some proofs, early
Mm.
proofs. Yeah. So
Okay. When did you think he was going to be a writer? When did he express an interest in becoming a novelist?
he expressed an interest really very young,
Mm.
but uh, but as a parent, I wasn't really sure how good he was,
Mm-hmm.
and even after he wrote the book, I said, well, it's done. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea it was going to be a success. I'm
Yeah.
glad that he did, but even if he didn't, it's what makes him happy.
Right, right.
So
And I think I've noticed, he's been on some of the talk show circuits. I think I saw, were you in the audience one time when he went to the was it Seth Meyers
yes,
show? Yeah.
yes, yes.
What's that been like for you as a father to see him, being among, going on the talk shows and all that? What's that been like for you?
Well, it's an interesting experience because when I was teaching here, and a lot of the kids his age who were my students,
Mm.
they would meet him downtown or meet at a bar and they'd say, well, you're the upper son. So now it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You're Sunil Yapa's father. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And are you looking forward to him speaking, or what's it to being the Center County Read selection?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, has his room still the same, or have you like when he comes? I know you said he's been here for a little bit, but does he still have his room when he comes in to visit? Or
Of course.
yeah,
Of course.
I don't know if you changed anything. Okay. And I guess can you talk about what you're doing now? I guess you're retired from Penn State, and what?
Retired from Penn State as a
Mhm.
geography professor.
Mhm.
Actually, it was the year before. And I've stayed active in research, and right now my primary interest is in urban agriculture. I was very inspired by what they do in San Francisco.
Mm.
And so I was in Colombo last year, and then I dreamed up this project of wanting to do gardens in very small plots of land and not balconies, because
Mm.
it's a very dense population and there's not enough land in the city. Unlike US cities where there's plenty of land to grow things
Mm.
because of abandoned housing. Uh, but there's no land. So we were thinking of what's called vertical gardens, vertical cultivation.
Yeah.
And so worked on the project for 6 months, developed some models that people can follow, and trying to propagate that.
Uh-huh.
So,
That's interesting. Now, a big theme in the book is obviously protests and we've had a lot of discussions about activist literature,
yeah.
and you just saw the exhibit down in our
Yeah.
gallery. Is Sunil a pretty social justice activist person? Does he get involved in a lot of things that you know of? Or?
Uh, I've not seen him go join many protests,
Right.
but he has a very deep empathy for protests, and I think he thinks deeply about the theory behind protests.
Okay.
So in many ways, it's a very intellectual novel too. Although it's
Yeah.
a story, there's a theory and an intellect behind it.
Mm.
Yeah, so.
Do you know what writers always get asked, or what are they doing next? Do you know if he's working on a follow up for this, or do you know?
You'll have to ask him.
Ask him. Okay. Well, that will be March 21st. People can
Yes.
ask him that. So don't forget at the Freeman Auditorium at the Hub. Sunil Yapa will be visiting. And again, it's Your Heart is a Muscle the Size of a Fist. And thank you for joining me, Dr.
Okay.
Yapa. Take care.